Nah, I think I'm in my prime. I think it's time. Like,
Yeah.
I think truthfully, like with these guys that I'm fighting now, and even Teofimo when I just fought him my last fight, it's like they fought me 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
Like right now, I feel like you getting like the best version of me. Like get out my way because I'm coming to get you.
Shakur Stevenson publicly challenged Gervonta Tank Davis, making it clear that he wants to finally secure the long-awaited blockbuster showdown between two of boxing's biggest stars.
Tank versus Shakur.
Come on, brother.
That's a fair question. Shit.
Come on.
You didn't hear the man. He said it's me or them.
Shakur Stevenson didn't limit his message to challenging Gervonta Tank Davis. He warned that he can see straight through a fighter's pre-fight act and isn't fooled by intimidation tactics. Using Terrence Crawford as a perfect example of genuine composure, Stevenson made it clear that flashy weigh-in antics and mind games have no effect on a true champion.
That important, you think?
Nah, I don't think it's that important, but you can see certain niggas out.
Yeah.
They coming out that bitch like serious.
Right.
Them guys for sure. And Pernell Whitaker.
Okay.
Pound for pound star Terrence Crawford backed Shakur Stevenson while sharing his own analysis of the matchup, but he first made sure to give Gervonta Tank Davis the credit he deserves. Crawford explained that no matter what critics may say, Tank's exceptional ring IQ, natural ability, and overall talent have earned him genuine respect from everyone who understands the sport.
I got Shakur.
Are you saying that because that's your man and you don't like Tank?
No. Hey, like I said, I respect Tank. Like, boxing, he's one of the ones.
Yeah.
we gonna take his personality and personal things out of it.
Well,
Boxing, he's definitely talented.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's definitely got that it. And he's definitely respected in boxing.
However, Terrence Crawford believes Gervonta Tank Davis is dealing with an entirely different kind of challenge in Shakur Stevenson. Comparing Shakur's defensive brilliance to Floyd Mayweather's trademark style, Crawford argued that Tank's confident remarks may simply be masking the reality of how incredibly difficult Stevenson is to hit cleanly inside the ring.
Shakur's a different fighter. You know, Shakur's different. You know, people may call him boring. People may say he can't punch. But they said the same thing about Floyd. Because they defensive fighters.
yeah.
Tank is not going to be able to hit Shakur like he hit everybody else. And he know that. He knows that. That's why he's like, he's boring. He's this, he's that. He's trying to diminish everything that Shakur have done.
Boxing legend Roy Jones Jr. offered his perspective next, explaining that lifestyle and daily discipline could ultimately become the deciding factors in this matchup. He pointed out that Shakur Stevenson's calm mindset and consistent professionalism outside the ring translate directly into a clear tactical advantage once the action begins inside the ropes.
Opinion? Right now, Shakur wins it because of his discipline. Because he showed against Teofimo that he stayed very disciplined all night. And he's the type of guy, he don't really do a lot of crazy stuff in his life normally. So it's like discipline is a thing that is not only exercised inside the ring, it's exercised also outside the ring. And as we see, sometimes Gervonta has problems with discipline. But we have never seen Shakur have problems with discipline. We've seen him be more disciplined at the right time than we've seen him not have discipline. So,
even with that assessment, Roy Jones Jr. cautioned against overlooking the Baltimore knockout artist. He explained that when Gervonta Tank Davis is completely focused and mentally locked in, his natural instincts, explosive power, and often underrated boxing ability make him a serious threat to any fighter in the sport.
but don't get it twisted. If somebody could be Tank Davis would be that person because of his intangibles. But Tank is disciplined and got his mind on right. Tank is a problem for anybody. Tank can fight better than what people think he can. It's that sometimes his outside antics get the better of him and it make people think less of him, but don't underestimate Tank Davis. Tank is motivated and ready to fight. Tank is a problem for anybody.
Iron Mike Tyson also shared his thoughts, explaining exactly what it takes to have any real chance against Shakur Stevenson. According to Tyson, the moment an opponent slows their pace or begins hesitating in front of Stevenson, they've already handed him the advantage. In his view, Shakur thrives on making fighters second-guess themselves, and once that happens, the fight quickly starts slipping out of their control.
If they ever fight,
Who fight? Shakur and Tank. Oh God, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting because if if Shakur handles this guy like he did Lopez, I'm gonna say the hell with him. I'm gonna say the hell with Shakur, man. If he just handles this guy like he's gonna say the hell with him. Somebody gotta give him a fight though. You gotta be very sophisticated to know how to fight. This is when I know you lost against Shakur. This is when I know you lost. You see when he does this stuff? Once you start doing this stuff and looking at him, oh, it's over. You got constant action, constant motion again. You gotta be on him constantly. Once you start looking at him and doing that,
Reflecting on Gervonta Tank Davis, Mike Tyson admitted that a fully focused and motivated version of the knockout artist would represent Shakur Stevenson's toughest challenge. At the same time, Tyson questioned whether Davis still possesses the same hunger and drive that made him such a dominant force during his prime. Even with those doubts, Tyson made it clear that the very best version of Tank remains one of boxing's truly elite fighters.
He's a great fighter. He's a great fighter. You know, especially when he's serious about it. You know, I don't know if he's serious as he used to be. When he was serious, he was a hell of a fighter. Nobody came close. He's the only one I gave a chance against. Shakur.
Renowned commentator Joe Rogan pointed to the unusually quiet pace that often defines the opening rounds of Gervonta Tank Davis fight. According to Rogan, Davis deliberately allows his opponents to take the initiative while quietly building psychological pressure through the constant threat of his devastating power. He believes that trademark patience will once again be a major factor when Tank returns, as he waits for the perfect opening before suddenly unleashing a fight-changing attack.
Throws so few punches, and he lets you work. He lets you work, and you're backing up, and you're always afraid of that power, and he's just moving in, trying to find that opening where he just gets in there on you.
Your mind is burning energy.
Yeah.
You physically burning energy because you know, right, even if he just touch you in an arm.
Former world champion Pauli Malignaggi stood firmly by his long-held belief that Shakur Stevenson has a talent to become one of the sport's all-time greats. He explained that despite years of criticism and disagreement from Gervonta Tank Davis supporters, Shakur's recent performances have only strengthened his confidence in how a potential head-to-head showdown between the two would unfold.
Does he have the potential to be the best in the world pound for pound? I think he does. I've been saying it for years. I used to say it back when, all the Tank nut huggers, Tank Davis nut huggers would shoo me away. I thought I was saying it back then that Shakur would win every second of every round against Tank Davis. And I think tonight's performance proved that that's exactly what would happen if they would have fought.
Analyzing the tactical battle, Pauli Malignaggi identified Shakur Stevenson's elite jab as a weapon most capable of disrupting Gervonta Tank Davis' counterpunching approach. He explained that a truly great jab controls distance in every situation, whether a fighter is advancing, retreating, or standing their ground, making it extremely difficult for a patient counterpuncher to find clean opportunities.
Stevenson will never fall for that because they have a good jab. When you have a good jab, it's a master of distance. So here's the thing. If you're just going to sit there and wait for a guy to come to you and not chase him and make him come to you because you want him to come forward, they'll just keep you on the end of the jab because a guy with a good jab knows how to throw a jab without stepping all the way in sometimes. A guy with a good jab can shoot the jab right from where he's at and establish that distance and keep you at that distance. A guy with a good jab can step in if he wants to. A guy with a good jab can also jab stepping backwards when you try to close a gap yourself. So a guy with a good jab can jab from all distances, going forward, going backwards, and also from the position that he stands in without breaking that position at all, without even coming forward or going backwards, he can jab you right from where he's at. So therefore, if you don't go at a guy like that, he'll just beat you with a jab. You'll never get close enough. You'll never get there's nothing you're going to do. So the whole make a guy come to you, don't do it. What if you don't do anything and make a guy come to you? Notice it never happens to guys like that. You notice that, people always imagine that, but it's like an imaginary solution that never actually happens. It never happens because when a guy's that good, he has a good jab too. So the jab, you'll just get beat on the jab. So you have no choice. You wind up having to go after him just to not get eaten up by the jab on its own,
Renowned trainer and analyst Teddy Atlas offered his breakdown of why Shakur Stevenson is such a difficult challenge for every fighter in the division. He explained that stepping into the ring with Stevenson is about far more than matching his athletic ability. It's a demanding mental battle that forces opponents into constant frustration and leaves them struggling to solve the puzzle in front of them.
Listen, Shakur's a terrific boxer, tremendous talent, and he's got a very difficult style to decipher. When you fight him, you have to not only deal with his talent, his great ability, but that you got to find a way to decipher his his style. He's got a style that is very difficult to overcome. And
continuing his analysis, Teddy Atlas highlighted Shakur Stevenson's elite boxing foundation, explaining that his outstanding amateur background and lightning-fast reflexes give him exceptional control over distance and positioning. Combining world-class counterpunching with remarkable awareness of range, Atlas believes Stevenson is able to dictate the action in ways very few fighters can, which is why he feels Shakur carries a significant technical advantage.
And, to obviously be, to be productive with. I mean, he's got fast hands, he's got good eyes, he's comfortable in the ring, he has that great amateur pedigree, he's tremendous counterpuncher, real good defensive fighter, he controls space as well as anybody. I would definitely favor Shakur.
Meanwhile, veteran analyst Max Kellerman shifted the focus back to Gervonta Tank Davis, reminding fans not to underestimate him simply because of his time away from the ring. Kellerman praised Tank's exceptional boxing IQ, explaining that the traps he creates during a fight are the result of careful planning, patience, and elite strategy. In his view, Davis' ability to lure opponents into costly mistakes is a sign of calculated brilliance that separates him from most fighters.
Tank is a superior athlete. He has real punching power. He has fast hands, and he has a high boxing IQ.
When you get inactive, people forget. Let's get back in line, Tank.
He's got a high boxing IQ, guys. Those traps that he sets, they're not setting themselves. Yes. He's doing that.
Hall of Famer Bernard Hopkins went even further in praising Gervonta Tank Davis' tactical brilliance, comparing his counterpunching ability to a high-stakes duel where every move carries consequences. He explained that Davis builds his style around classic old-school boxing principles, fully understanding that every punch an opponent throws creates an opening somewhere in their defense. Hopkins emphasized that Tank's explosive hand speed and sharp instinct allow him to capitalize on those small mistakes before his opponents even realize they've left themselves exposed.
And he rides off that overconfident, where now he recognized this old school.
He's so interesting,
Baltimore, Maryland. He's so old school. You know what old school is?
Yeah.
Anybody that's throwing punches is open to get hit. Anybody. And everybody that throw punches, you leave an opportunity. It's who get there first. It's like fencing.
Mm-hmm.
When you throw punches, no matter how straight, no matter how your stance are, when this becomes away from your body and things that you need to protect, the ribs, the chin.
There's always an opening.
It's always opening. Who get there first?
And Tank is so good.
Tank is so good. Tank will give you something that's really not there. It's literally, you think is, about the three top, the ball in the three top hustle?
Mm-hmm.
Taking a deeper look at Gervonta Davis' ring IQ, Bernard Hopkins compared Tank's ability to bait opponents to a masterclass in creating optical illusions inside the ring. He explained that Davis intentionally presents what appear to be open opportunities, carefully studying his opponent's reactions until they commit to the trap. According to Hopkins, the moment an opponent takes the bait, Tank has already anticipated the move, and his fight-changing counter shot is on its way.
You think he showed it to you? You think he did a couple of these? It's not there.
Right.
He shows you something that is like an illusion. Might not be the first time once he tried you and you go for it, but it's coming. And that's how he set you up. He set traps.
Yeah, he sets traps, and he's got ridiculous one-punch knockout power, too. He's just such an interesting fighter because his style is so different from everybody else. He's so conservative.
Hall of Famer Tim Bradley didn't hold back, insisting that it's time for both sides to stop making excuses. He argued that if people continue questioning the level of competition each champion has faced, then there's only one clear answer remaining. According to Bradley, making this fight happen is the only way to settle the debate while delivering the biggest and most anticipated event in boxing today.
I want Gervonta Davis to step in the ring and face somebody, dog, already, bro. For real. Like, I know he coming back, dog, but I'm just saying, like, fight Shakur, bro. Fight Shakur. That's all I'm saying, bro. Fight. You need these top guys out there, man. And that's it. Because you can say, oh, Shakur ain't fight nobody. Well, shit, if Shakur ain't fight nobody and Tank ain't fight nobody, why don't they fight each other? If that's how y'all want to put it. Bro, that will probably be one of the biggest fights in boxing right now, bro. The biggest fight.
Former world champion Shawn Porter explained why a showdown between these two stars will be much more complicated than a straightforward knockout fight. He pointed out that Tank Davis' careful response whenever Shakur Stevenson's name comes up suggests Davis fully understands the threat posed by Stevenson's elite amateur pedigree and world-class defensive skills. Porter believes fans shouldn't expect an early finish, but rather a battle featuring the highest level of tactical adjustments and chess-like strategy from both fighters.
Yeah, I said everybody thinks that Tank is gonna go in there and just knock out Shakur. It's gonna
That's not gonna happen.
But it didn't take. It should have taken this fight.
I knew he couldn't.
For people to realize that. Right.
I knew that too. But yeah,
Shakur is a defensive specialist.
And I've been saying this for a long time. If you pay attention to how Tank would react whenever Shakur's name came up, I was like, yo, it's something that Tank knows that most people don't know or understand. There's something that he sees in Shakur. It could be the fact that Shakur was a 2016 silver medalist. You know,
he's got a lot to do with it.
He's that, you know, the silver child of the country, and you know, there's no telling. But this is what I've always known. It ain't just a big straight left or a big left right hook coming from Tank that's going to end that night. That night is going to be the most strategical you've seen both people.
Looking at Gervonta Tank Davis' career, Shawn Porter compared his current position and potential comeback to the excitement that surrounded Mike Tyson's legendary return to boxing. Porter explained that Tank possesses a rare level of star power that keeps the entire boxing world waiting to see what version of him will step back into the ring. In his view, only a handful of fighters in boxing history have carried that same level of anticipation and magnetic appeal.
Tank, for him to like make sure he understood, like when you get past this legal situation, he's feel me on this. Tell me if y'all feel me on this. He's gonna be just like Mike Tyson was when Mike came out of jail. Everybody
be waiting for him.
Mike was the meanest thing before he went away.
Yeah.
Tank. And when he came out, everybody wanted to see what version he was now and who he was now and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
To me, it's the same thing with Tank. He's going to have an opportunity to really just go right back to being what he was before he went away. There ain't too many people in this world that can do that.
Wrapping up his analysis, Shawn Porter explained that a fight against Shakur Stevenson would require Gervonta Tank Davis to display an entirely different level of tactical adaptability. He emphasized that true ring IQ isn't simply sticking to a game plan. It's about making the right adjustments in real time when an opponent forces you to change. Porter believes this high-level matchup would push Davis to move beyond his usual habits and showcase a completely new side of his boxing strategy.
So with a fight with Shakur, you're going to see this boxing style that you don't usually get from Tank. You're going to see IQ. We saw IQ, but to me, it was low IQ because the reason why it was low IQ is because everybody followed the script. And what I mean by that is you see somebody's IQ take place when a fighter makes an adjustment and now you have to adjust to what that fighter is doing. And that's kind of where you see
who's smart.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I think my fight with Terrence shows a very high level of IQ from both of us. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And that's what Tank is going to do with Shakur. He's going to come into the ring and be a different version of himself.
Two-division world champion Danny Garcia also shared his thoughts on how this stylistic matchup could play out on fight night. While recognizing that it's an extremely competitive and fascinating clash, Garcia admitted that he still gives the edge to one fighter. In the end, he believed Gervonta Tank Davis will do enough to have his hand raised when the final bell rings.
I still think that's really big. Stylistically, is a different type of fight. Who wins on that one? Who wins? I don't know. That's still a good fight.
Former world champion Sergio Mora spoke with tremendous admiration about the technical brilliance Shakur Stevenson consistently displays inside the ring. After closely studying his performances, Mora stressed that Stevenson competes with a level of boxing intelligence that very few fighters can match. In his view, seeing that precision and composure firsthand only reinforces why Shakur's ring IQ is considered among the very best in the sport today.
Shakur Stevenson has a PhD in boxing. It was incredible to watch that, and the closer you are to that ring, seeing what that man does, you have to appreciate it and applaud it because he's shut down.
With elite voices ranging from Bernard Hopkins to Danny Garcia sharing their opinions, the debate surrounding this blockbuster showdown has reached another level. Shakur Stevenson's elite defensive skills create one of the toughest puzzles in boxing, but Gervonta Tank Davis possesses explosive power, perfectly timed traps, and the ability to change a fight with a single punch. So, who do you think comes out on top in this high-stakes chess match? Does Shakur outbox Tank over 12 rounds, or does Davis land a fight-ending shot? Drop your prediction in the comment below. Let us know exactly how you see it playing out. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more boxing news and fight breakdowns.